All right, boys, I'm back. We are in game number 1, Sitaux versus Barles.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's
Well,
go.
I'm probably gonna try to catch up with live game then.
Okay. I'm at minute
Although there
240. I wanted to see some engagements here. There's
was
some
like
will
a
fighting going.
big will war between Barles and Sitaux.
Sitaux, yeah, and there's
And
also a will fight on the north with Gurjaras into
yeah, but it's
Aztecs.
more like a bashing into walls, so
Yeah.
nothing really happened long term.
Yeah. But Barles going full. I mean, Sitaux going full ham here on Barles as the Britain flank with Hindustanis. I'm at 3.5 minutes now. Going into 4. Ooh, Barles doesn't get all his sheep yet. All of them. And I think Barles is down a scout as well.
I'm really surprised by Team Barles about how they distributed the lakes.
So, looks like Menounas is not taking the lake?
Yes, that's very surprising. Like I would expect to see Lucky Rocks go for one of
One
Barles
of Barles'
lakes,
lakes, yeah. And then
so
Menounas
that
takes Lucky
Mununes would
Rock's
be
lake.
able to. Yes. I mean, it's
As,
not the worst situation. Like the problem was that Mununes had to go wall in the middle as well,
yeah.
and he and Ziam, like you're so behind. Like don't you want to catch up with the live game,
I'll
Williams?
catch up with live. I just wanted to see when there's some downtime is when I usually do the fast forward, like when they're going up to feudal age or there's not much action happening. But yeah, I'll catch up to live so that we can talk about the same thing. They locked each other out, Menounas and Jam.
Yeah, that's what probably delayed Munoz as well, but I would
Yeah.
expect them to like distribute the lakes earlier,
Yeah.
so that Munoz was going for the Lucky Rocks one, and Lucky Rocks would go for the Barles Lake.
Sitaux,
Now
Steam has
they're
put.
basically one lake down. Like yes, Barles will be using 2, but it's not the same thing, and especially
Yeah.
now with the new
With the new dock
smaller
boom.
fishing
Oh,
ships,
yeah.
you can actually fit quite a lot of fish in the pond.
Yep.
So I think Team Sitaux will be like by default ahead here. So what minute are you in, Willems?
I'm going as fast as I can. I'm at 20 minutes now. Castle drop here from the flank.
Yeah, there's
Aztec.
gonna be fast team from Andre for sure.
Yep. Andre fast
So
team.
they will try to have initiative on this side, but I think Team Sitaux will also want to play through the middle.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be played on Andre and the Ziam side, and Barles versus Sitaux will be a little bit more passive, more
Sitaux
like
going FI too?
1v1.
1 TC?
Oh yeah, actually.
Yeah,
he's had
Sitau's
two-
going
he has
SI
two
too.
docks, so
Double
using
FI
the-
here on both sides. But Mongols, looks like they want to play middle. It's interesting they used King Boo for Mongols, honestly.
no, I'm not
see.
surprised. Well, maybe Anatov and Kingbu could have been switched, right?
Switched,
Maybe,
yeah.
but
But
maybe
I don't
it's
think
about
they
preference.
had
Yeah.
PTSD from King Boo's Goth game from the last set, so they're like, okay, Boo, you play Mongols.
I mean, he's good enough to have decent micro with Mangudai,
Yeah.
and if he's just booming, like it's fine.
So 2 traps out for Sitaux already, and Barles playing defense here. I think he's going to lose his castle though, but he will get the wall up. So it's going to be a sacrificial castle. And advantage...
Barles will just wall, and I think he will pull ahead of C2 because he has a like insane fish boom going, and then he can just get a bunch of arbalesters or something, and he's gonna already contribute more than C2.
Meanwhile, look at Menounas and Andre. They have gotten in with a decent army comp here on directly hitting the Mongol castles in the early Imperial Age here at before minute 30. This is actually huge. With the Lucky Rocks playing Halvaso or Bagane's, champion SO here.
Yeah, that's versus gods, and it's
Yeah.
very good opening. Like,
Yep.
this is the one time that God needs to play champions.
Champion,
And
yeah.
I think Anatov is not experienced enough with them to understand that. He opened half, like 90% of the God openings, and he doesn't have, as you can see, he's stacking man at arms.
Yeah,
Like
it's a
minute
little bit late.
31. And you need to always, like in the tournament games, you usually don't go for Huskars, but you need to have champion or halp prepared depending on what the opponent plays.
Yeah.
So there are many Civs that will just be too afraid of gods and they will open champions. And if you don't read it as gods, like you can actually run into problems early on.
Yeah.
Which is what happened here. So I think it should have been quite easy cleanup for Team Sitaux here in the middle, but because they didn't go for the right army composition,
Yeah.
they're actually on the back foot, and that could be lethal because I think Sitaux will inevitably fall behind Barles, and the Civ is also worse. And also Andre is contributing much more than Gurjaras are for Ziam.
Yeah.
And it will take quite some time before Ziam can join the game with full eco, because he also made it. Like you see that he's open. There was some
open,
Cavalier inside.
Definitely got raided there. I see that, and he lost about 14 wills. The issue with Gurjaras is though a late game army comp versus this is not. What can you do?
You can just contribute with
Shrivamsha
some
maybe?
Shrivamsha to maybe snipe the siege. You can do Elephant Archer.
Yeah.
You have bombard cannons as well. Like they have like quite a lot of options. Nothing too powerful, but it's good support. Should be enough. I would even say they have like a better army than, let's say, Aztecs, which really only have SO.
Well, they have monks right now, for now, but looks like we are now going to trap the third Mongol castle with only two more left and two more being panic built in the back. Just haven't got the army masses
It's like a really tough situation for
Mongols.
King Bu. Like he needs to get a stone sling, and I can see that Anatov is actually sitting on quite a lot of stone.
That's
and
true.
He's not sending. Like he should sling King Bu all of his stone, so he can get like 5, 6 castles. Mangudai. You need to get Heresy as well because you're facing the monks.
Yeah.
And then if you have like 50, 60 Mangudai, you can take this army alone. With the champ support from gods.
So I've caught up to live now. I'm at 36.5 minutes.
Precisely.
I didn't know we were this far behind. I thought we were just like a few minutes behind, but it looks like this...
we couldn't find the game, right?
That was
so
really
they
weird.
actually...
It was our fault. We should have checked in game too.
No.
But Mem lost a bunch of viewers as a result. So
yeah, nobody cares.
Well, I definitely care. Let's see. Let's see.
Yeah.
So
the
fourth Mongol castle
quite
down.
deadly.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be very tough. Like King Bu's pop is horrendous. Like he doesn't have enough wills.
7 Mangudai, 100 wills. Yep.
Sitting on thousands of wood and food, but he just doesn't have the right army. Like Andre has more Mangudai than King Bu.
At this point, yeah. And Gurjara's just getting to imp with only 12 camels to contribute to the fight. So things not looking too hot here for Team Sitaux in game 1. Sitaux, meanwhile, hasn't made any progress on Barles, who's been just doing walling and defense with Britons. So
you cannot push him. It's impossible. Like you don't have the right tools. Actually, like the siege elephant that Sitaux is going for, they're not that good against fortified walls because they only really kill that one tile they are hitting. Unlike siege drums, who actually like
do
hit
splash damage.
Correct.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be quite slow for Sitaux to get in, and then when he will finally get in, he doesn't have the like power unit to really fight Britons. Like he could switch to maybe like Gurlam, but then Barles will just call couple paladins from Mununes and they will be able to clear them. So the push through the middle seems like unstoppable.
I think Sitaux needs to focus here. There's no other choice for him. Oh wait, he's made a cut. Oh, he's made a cut down the middle. 400 cut, no army behind it though.
There is nothing that he like. It's in the middle of nothing. Like what do they raid here? Like and Anatov cannot afford to switch his attention from the middle, because when they do, like King Boo is below 100 pop. He's
Yeah.
not contributing anything at this point. Like Andre, who went fast imp, is higher pop than him at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and King Boo
Taking
never
some
did
big
heresy.
shots.
Like
Yeah, he didn't do
that's
heresy either.
just a big knowledge gap that is missing from him. Like you have to do heresy
When you
you're
verse
facing
Aztec monks, yeah, you got to. That's probably one of the first techs you got to make. Gods don't get heresy though, so they are stuck. I think they get faith though, right?
I
believe-
think so.
I believe
All
it's
the
just
civs get
faith.
at least one of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so they get faith, since they don't get heresy.
So Gurjars has been wiped out by Menunez now, and he is down a lot eco, and it's looking like a GG here, I think, for Team
Basically,
Sitaux.
Diam never really got into the game. Like technically, he should be ahead of Andre with the eco, but
Yeah.
since he got raided, he didn't have any support from King Boo or
Yep.
Anatov. They just let him die over and over again. Andre is contributing much more to the game. And the initiative is definitely on Team Barles. The score is looking quite bad, and now Barles will push with a couple paladins from Mununas, and Sitaux has no army to fight this. Like there is that small push for the middle, a couple onagers and huskarls from Sitaux, but that can achieve nothing. It always can be cleared by a couple paladinos. And it's probably time for Andre to switch to like normal eco, and when
Yeah.
he joins with their own champions, or he could maybe even go for some eagles to raid more. Would probably be as decent for some mobility. Yeah, not looking great for Team Sitaux here, and so unlucky that they actually like face with Mongols like this aggressive lineup where. Like the Mangudai aren't actually that great at defending the fast imp, because they already take quite slow to get going, and then if you have to invest into heresy as well, you lose a lot of initiative there. And I don't see a way how they can like stop Barles at the bottom as well. Even if they eventually clear the push in the middle, which is not the case, I think.
Yeah.
Like Barles can just slowly kill Sitaux with like longbow trap.
Longbow
push.
trap, and yeah, and like the Hindustanis, they just, again, like you said, they don't have the right tools, right, to defend this. There's also some paladin from Menunez. There's the GG here. And the gods tried, I think they tried a little bit with a cut in the middle with a few Huskarl, but Menunez paladin were always around.
It was a combination of couple factors on Team Sitaux. Like they opened the wrong unit as gods. So he opened just halbs when he needs to have a mix of both champs and halbs. And also King Boo building the castles so forward that they will be like trapped down, and also he didn't get the stone sling, and not going for heresy is also quite crucial here.
Yeah.
And I think Xiam potentially should have been able to wall a little bit more. Like if you look at his original walls, so he only made like a second layer that kind of protects him, but it's still only one layer, and it channels the push to the middle to King Boo, which shouldn't be the case. Like Xiam should sacrifice himself to protect the Mongol boomer, and like wall a lot where he initially had the walls, like fortified wall a bit of the forest, and if you buy enough time, you can actually join the game quite like with massive eco compared to Andre.
Yeah.
And if the push takes too long for the fast team to get going, like the eco will prevail, and then they will play like 4v3.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Like they didn't even like fortify too much here. They just got in instantly. Look at this.
Yeah, Andre just probably. I don't think. Yeah, he didn't even have to cut the forest. Like if you don't have to cut the. Yeah, no, he just got through the one layer of wall. Like that was.
Yeah.
That was a too lax defense. Like
very lax defense here.
Like much more walls from
and all around the forest. Yep.
But just wall the whole forest.
Yeah, this is where, and in this moment, he realized he fucked up.
Like Team Sitaux actually had like a quite good civs. If they just managed to hold for a bit, I think like the gods Mongols would be quite good here.
And not only did they have good civs, they had about a 40 villager lead, obviously because of the fast imps, right, on Team Barles. So they had the early eco advantage for sure with lake management. Not too bad lake management from Anatov and King Boo. We know Anatov can boom very well, but he...
yeah, and Team Sitaux actually had the advantage, right? Like
Yep.
Mununest was playing without a lake.
Correct.
I mean, it's the fastest Paladin Civ for Grandians. Like it was probably just the free TC Paladin, as far as I can tell. I see free TCs in Mununest Eco, so
Yeah.
he doesn't need it. But then again, he doesn't have the Eco compared to, let's say, Anatov or
Yeah.
Boo, so they should have been much ahead. And he
Yeah.
also had to wall in the middle and had like the fight with Xiam. So I would say like a sloppy play from the pockets on Team.
Yeah, but we've
Sitaux
seen this in the previous sets as well, right? The like, Anatov and Boo, you know, have good booms, but they don't. Especially Anatov is unable to convert that into something meaningful. So that's the biggest thing here.
Yep.
So Barles team 1-0 in game 1, and looks like the dashboard is up now finally, and I see that they are in lobby for game number 2.
Let's see. We will see some Motastic in the next one.
Yeah, let's see. Mo the Pro. All right, so Civ wise, let's take a look now. So we got the
They're
win with
actually already in the game, so and I
Okay.
can confirm that Mo will indeed play this time.
All right, all right. All right, let's just jump in then. Do they have a spec delay?
It's gonna be 1 minute 20 seconds before we can spectate.
All right, perfect. So let me finish the civs here really quick while we wait. We had Mongol Goth, and we had Gurjara's flank, and we had Hindustani's flank. And game number 1 for Team Sitaux. Britain's Burgundians. Was it Slavs or was it Bulgarian?
Slavs and Aztecs.
Slav and Aztec, right? Yeah. Brutal performance by Andre. Getting in very early onto the pocket directly, and a sloppy defense from Team from Team Sitaux here.
Just a wrong army composition for them.
Yeah.
And the lack of heresy on the Mongol side.
Heresy. All right, let's jump into the main game. Williams, I'm happy to sit out and let Somero run the show, by the way. All right, let's go. Somero and Williams casting here. Set number 2 between Barles and Sitaux. We are 3 seconds away from starting. 14. Lithuanians for Sitaux. Let's see what he can do with his Lithuanian pick.
So those are new Lithuanians, so they only get 100 extra food at the start.
Right.
But then again, they're much more scary when they get to the boom, because every TC actually provides additional 100 food. So
that's right. That's a
like
big change here.
you can really do like a quick fast castle behind that with like low farm eco. You just build the TCs and they kind of sustain themselves.
Yeah.
And you can still send like 2 or 3 wills forward. Because if you usually like a 100 food is quite a lot. And it's gonna be C2 versus Andre, which I think is what C2 probably wants. I don't think he wants to face Barles.
Yeah.
Like he wants to convert that like edge he has into will fight versus a weaker player, which Andre like definitely is. Although he has a big Black Forest experience, so if they just wall and don't let C2 walk in, could be a good one. And we can already see that if you check what the Till is doing, Mununes. He's already walling himself off when he knows he's on the Lithuanian side.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's gonna be any harm for Mununes. He's humans as well. He just wants to get that undisturbed 2TC boom going.
Boom, yep. No
and
lake
then
though. Unless they distribute lakes here on the side on the Turks.
No,
and the
you
humans.
don't want to give Cuman's
Cuman's
Lake. Like
Lake,
they are
yeah.
one of the like saves that is fine without it. Like
Yep.
they're probably be better off giving it to Barles and Lucky on that one side. And actually, very surprising. Turk's Pocket.
Yeah. Well, Turk's
Maybe they're
Pocket has been a lot of like in the tournament we've seen Turk's Pocket a lot more than Turk's Flank. I feel like.
well, it's the slam strategy when
Yeah.
he did it with the Portuguese and then Turks. So let's see if they will go for some castle drop Janice or if they will maybe go for the NBL approach, like boom into the massive
The
tower.
tower defense, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of options with Turks in that regard, and that's why I think Pocket is good because it gives you the flexibility to then be 80 villager imp instead of being like a 40 villager imp on the flank, right?
I actually think that C2 kind of overextended. Like he didn't convert that early pressure into some will fighting early. So like now Andre has a sustainable food income,
Yep.
and they can just like fight equally. And also C2 has like one villager inside being chased by an eagle and a villager. So I think he's kind of on the defensive actually.
Yeah,
And the
he's on
problem is
defense
he
right now.
has Bohemian's Pocket. So that's not like a save that will just go for like and support the Lithuanian push with some aggression. They just wanna boom. On the other hand, like Munnes is very happy by going on aggressive and forcing the Bohemians to do something as well.
Yeah.
Because it's the calf
So they're
pocket.
flaring the lakes. Looks like Manunas is going for that other lake here as
I'm
the human
surprised.
flare.
Because
Because I
like
think Barles will be kind of busy, so he
yeah,
doesn't
but
want to take the
Barles
lake.
map is perfect to go for fast fiddle and defend like
Fast feudal
Dravidian
defense.
aggression,
Yeah.
and then like just fish boom, right? Like maybe that's if they want to do something else. Like Barles has extra boards, maybe he just wants to fast castle. Don't stay too long in feudal and maybe like request help.
So Sitau's Vil is trapped here now, still, and he is up the one Vil. He got a kill from Andre here earlier.
If like he could maybe get like a barrack in later on if he doesn't get walled
Walled
fast
out
enough.
completely, yeah.
But Andre is already walling involved, and it doesn't look like Situ will do some sneaky gate or anything to make the space bigger for him. So
Yeah.
that woman will just get walled in. I think. Yeah.
Yep. But can he get in on this side though? Oh, there's a gate being built by Sitau. Oh, he is playing the gate trick here.
Yeah, that's like super annoying. Like I
Yeah.
just wish this one disappeared from the game completely. Like you can basically build over enemy walls.
Yeah, it's really annoying for sure.
In this case, it doesn't do much because
Yeah.
Andre can just walk on the other side. But there are situations where you can actually build it and prevent the other guy from repairing that one tile you're hitting. So like I think C2 is now just wasting wood actually, because palisade gates are quite expensive.
Yeah. Also, the fact that you can build a gate on the other side of the wall allows you to trap villagers if you're already in a protracted will fight. You can trap them with gates, make a cage for them basically on the other side of the wall.
I think C2 is kind of killing himself here. Like, is the tier 1 player.
Yeah.
He's not achieving much by this. He should probably just try to go to Castle Age as fast as he can.
And get that eco bonus in.
And get that eco roll in, or maybe you could like Monk Rush.
Fanji says Somero's cumin hater.
Oh no, I very much like humans. But I had to play against them because you don't know what they do for.
Yeah, you don't know if they're gonna put pressure, gonna go aggro, what's the deal? Like, it's very hard to say.
And you can already like see Mununes has like his build is completely off because he needs to go for that lake. Like he's doing 23 villagers, like couple fishing ships. Like he's gonna do like delayed TC boom. And I think in the end he would be kind of equal to normal
like standard land boom, you're saying?
Yeah, because he could go up much quicker. Like you can go like 1 or 2 on wood, and because he had to wall early, like everything is a little bit delayed. So I think it would be probably better if Barles went for the lake, but
instead.
it is what it is.
Yeah, he does have that extra board to help out though with that food income. And here is the next TC going up. I believe it's going to go between the gold and the wood here.
Probably
And
should be
did
the wood line.
Sitaux get through that wall? No, he didn't.
Andre is just repairing
he's
his
super low
pulses.
HP though with the eagle. And Andre's going to repair this forever.
Yeah.
And Sitaux finally giving up and will probably continue the walls now. How much behind is he compared to Andre? He's got 22 seconds and Andre's 1 minute. So he's significantly ahead in terms of...
He's ahead, yes.
Yeah.
I think Andre had to idle to click up,
Yeah.
probably. That's like the only explanation. He lost one will, right?
He lost a will, yeah, it was a lot micro, so there's a lot of shit happening in Andre's side. Understandable.
I wonder what approach will Sitaux choose. Like he's going 4 on gold, but I don't see a barrack yet.
Yeah, don't
Like
see
he
a
might
barrack.
actually just want to go for fast castle, but then again he's not walled himself in the right passage.
Andre coming in for round 2 here of the will fighting against Sitaux. And
Andre actually getting forward walls is quite huge. Like he will lose the palisade gates. Like actually the problem is Andre can actually let the villagers in. He needs to shift click the villagers out once they finish.
Before they finish the gate.
Yeah.
And it's locked though. It's locked.
He should not even repair those palisades. Just wall another layer of just stone wall. You are in feudal, and you already get like a.
That's exactly what he's doing. Yep. There's a stone wall coming behind, and more villager idle time though for him. Despite everything, I think Sitaux is far ahead. He is going to make a stable. Ooh, interesting. Not sure if I like this idea.
Why he wants to continue with some aggression. Actually, those extra boards for C2 are making the difference here.
Yeah.
Andre will be stuck in feudal for a bit, but I think he will transfer that into 1 TC fast imp against C2's aggression, which might be actually quite good if C2 decides to like put pressure early, like some knights mangonels try to get in, and then he might run into a castle from Andre.
Yeah.
Then like I think what C2 could do best is now like quick 3TC boom, get some eco roll in, and then just like defend the
He's going very heavy on gold now. I think the reason for this is because he's expecting a monk play again from Andre, and so the scouts will help, and he's
but it doesn't make any sense from Andre to monk rush C2 because Incas don't get atonement, so like there is no threat from Andre like in the monk department, at least in Castle Age. Like you can do
Incas
fast
don't get atonement, but Lithuanians get atonement, and Sitaux is already up to Castle Age, so he's gonna push with Monk Mango.
Sitaux shouldn't be afraid of the Castle Monk Rush, and he shouldn't Monk Rush a Massive. That also doesn't make sense. So I'm not really sure what Sitaux is doing here. Like he's doing super heavy gold approach. He doesn't have a market.
Yeah.
Like nothing on food. That's some weird play.
Lucky Rocks with the castle drop on the right side though into Jumjack's Dravidians, and Mo is going to contribute with some cav archers as Hun's double range archers here, and
I like
adding that lake. I like it a lot.
Like those cav archers, if they get those full upgrades, they can actually deal with this Janice quite well.
Ooh, is Lucky Rocks going for a second castle up front? He sees the cav archers and is retreating now.
Yeah, and this is quite good from Mo here. I like it.
Yeah, I think this is what the Pocket did last time. Babunza Hulk did the same thing with Viles team. He made like double range cav archers to defend versus Turks, and it was exactly the same setup with the Pocket. What
Lucky Rock needs now is workshop and couple scorpions.
Couple scorpions, yeah, to keep this push going. But good job by Mo to read the situation as Pocket Turks. And expecting a castle drop and going with the double range. He does have another TC as well, so he's got the 2 TC 2 Dock eco behind this, and he's about toe to toe with Lucky Rocks on the boom. Let's take a look at Cumin's boom. We're 60 pop now at minute 18.5 with the Cumins going up to Castle Age and adding the fish. Meanwhile, Barles also upping. Jamjack a little bit behind with all the walling that he had to do versus these two players.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Xiam will be significantly behind
Yeah, and he's
Barles
got these
because of
vills
the pressure
idle.
from
Oh boy.
Rocks. And he actually lost all the villagers that he
Yeah.
was sending back here.
They just stood there. I don't think they continued. Maybe it's a bug. I'm not sure. He just lost
Like this is gonna
three for
be
free.
quite. So Mo needs to realize he doesn't have Botkin yet,
Yeah.
and he needs to get
He's doing Botkin now though.
bloodlines, like all the upgrades for the CA basically, like and a big mass.
Yeah. Oh, there's a pause. What's going on?
And then he should actually like be ahead in eco, because he's making wood and gold unit, so he can have a better boom behind it. But he can only defend. Like there is no way they can ever push because there is the castle from Lucky Rocks. So that is gonna be quite big problem when Mununes will run in on this side.
Yeah, with Paladin.
So I think Bohemians actually need to go to the right side as well. Like probably build his base like where the ranges from Mo are, where it's gonna be safe relatively, and push the Barles side.
Here comes a Turk castle now on the Dravidian TC, or where is he gonna go? Let's see. Let's see. No bloodlines yet for Mo, so he does have Bodkin in. And 7 Cav Archers to, I believe, 9 Jannies here. Barles is also coming in for a castle of his own. Oh, or not, he's just gonna wall him out. Okay, he's trying to wall out Mo, but there's a little bit of a hole.
Added the second TC a little bit too early. Like,
yeah.
He needed to have more army because you need to heavily outnumber the Jannies and you have like he's fighting before ballistics, before bloodlines. Obviously, it's gonna be like a disaster fight.
Yeah.
Like those Jannies basically like 3-shot the Cav Archers, so.
Yeah. Looks like he is waiting for ballistics now.
Yeah, but he still needs bloodlines. Like that's gonna. This is disaster. Like Lucky Rocks and Barles are in major advantage here. And like Mununes will have a free way of completely raising Xiam in Imp.
Yeah.
And he probably should maybe consider going
straight to Bohemians.
Maybe Step Lancers. I don't know if you want to play like Paladins versus the Bohemian
Halbs, yeah.
Halbs. I guess Paladins are still okay, kind of like the best unit he can make. But maybe you could consider the Step Lancers, especially on the new patch. They also have more pierce armor, so they can rate a little bit better, and they are quite cheaper and quite faster to get going. So we'll see what he chooses to go for. I would definitely consider Step Lancers here. And you see what happened to C2? That was exactly what I was saying. Like now he's
monks, walls, and a castle.
He killed himself on pushing into Andre, and like they're gonna be quite more similar in eco than they would be if
otherwise
C2
if he just went full boom.
Yeah.
Alright, so Barles with his own castle here and completely isolating Andre, or sorry, not Andre, Jamjack here on the flank, as the flank Dravidians who just got to castle, no access to gold, no access to stone. He's lost 2 of his front golds and the stone. He just has the 1 stone and 1 gold in the back of his base. He's got to he's forcing up a tower now.
Yeah, Xiam is completely dead, and then the castle will probably get denied. Like those Jannies can just stand there and kill all the vills.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a disaster. Like I think this game is kind of over because even if they have Bohemians free boomed, they're basically playing just 3 players. Xiam is completely dead. There's nothing he can do. He didn't run fast enough. Now he's trapped, and it's not like Mo is fully boomed himself. Like
well, Bohemians is 111 pop here to Mununes is 97. This wasn't the best boom by Mununes, to be fair. As pocket humans, right? Without much aggression.
Well, that's because of the early wall he had to do, and then like the build was quite off.
The build was off for sure.
But you can see he's going to the right side, as I said.
Yep.
And
but so is Bohemians.
Is going.
Oh, Anatov's going in the middle.
Anatov is going in a different way. Like he's gonna try to
push and get both pockets
into
here.
Lucky Rocks.
So they're gonna sacrifice Jam here and just let him die. And see if they can turn it around by going to the Cumans and to the Turks, because they can't wall here, right? Cumans can't wall, so
He's doing ranges.
I would like
Ranges and
Sitaux to go with Anatov in the middle with whatever little army he has. Ranges.
I'm not really sure what is Anatov thinking here. Like,
Yeah, you want to go Halb Hoofnice into Cumans, right?
like, is he afraid of those Capel Janis from Lucky Rocks? Like,
Not sure. So Hoofnice is being teched, but we have a bombard cannon out. And let's see how far we can get. And Barles detecting that and already doing a wall. And seeing that he's not seeing any sort of Bohemian aggression on this side. Will this pay off for Team Sitaux? Let's find out. Manunez
I think
ascending.
Anatov is losing precious time. Like,
Yeah.
he's gonna be like minute 30 when he finally gets in.
I think the
And
hand
then I
cannons
think
were
he
to
will be
stop the
able
villagers
to-
from walling, so that was the goal
No,
here.
no, like, nah. You just need to like have fully upgraded the Halb and Hofnitzer. That's all you need. Like, you can
Yeah.
add the hand cannons later on if you
Because the
need
paladin
them.
will
But
clean everything here, right? If there's a big massive
yeah,
Manunez
precisely. Like,
paladin.
he needs a big Halb.
Okay, they see it now. They see that Anatov's going down the
And
middle.
Mununes is inside. Like, Mod didn't even wall it, so they can actually just go to Anatov's eco and completely cripple
Oh
him.
yeah, they
Like,
did. Yeah, there's 8 Cavalier here already.
this is actually quite disaster for Team Sitaux here. Like, he's gonna have Cavaliers inside his eco. What
Okay,
is he
so
gonna do?
Anno is going Halbs as well. So it's Halb, Hand Cannon, and Hoofnice here. So it's a full army comp for Bohemians. But he needs, like, again, like you said, time is of the essence here. He needs to get that in.
I think Lucky Rocks will be able to stop him. Like, Lucky Rocks just needs to get like a workshop or two in his base, couple ranges, and go hand cannons BBC himself now.
Yeah. Well, there's Halb, Hoofnice, and the Hand Cannon now. So he's got the full army comp that you can make with the Burgundians. Or not, sorry,
Anatov
Bohemians.
will be so distracted. Like,
Yeah, at
you
home.
have Cavaliers in your...
Yeah.
And there are 2 Ratans on his dogs as well. He's gonna lose all of his eco.
Yeah.
This is disaster. Like, they are ahead in the score for now, partially because like C2 is ahead of Andre, so he's contributing a lot to the score.
Yeah.
But Diam is completely dead, and their carry player is actually in a bad spot now.
Bad spot. Mo should have walled, I feel like, here. He could have easily walled and just prevented and just bought a little bit more time. But the question is, though, can this Anatov push still make a huge impact into Lucky Rocks' eco and into Manunez? They're almost in.
But
Oh.
it looks like they're kind of neglecting it. Like,
Yeah.
I would expect that Lucky Rocks should be the one mainly
Defending.
preparing the defense.
Yeah, but he's preparing some barracks here for some reason.
Maybe he wants ranges, I assume.
Let's see.
He's building a castle in his base to protect the pond.
Yeah, both pawns
I
there.
guess
So
there's a big bunch of fish and chips there, like from Lucky Rocks and Mununes, so they could potentially lose a big portion of their food eco. Yep.
all right. So
Yeah,
Mo
maybe the
holding.
damage on Anatov was not enough yet.
Yep. Anatov only down 27 wills. Let's check his rest count. It is a lot though. He is stretched to the limit. So this is his only army he can get. And Turks is going to be in big trouble here, defending from this Bohemian push down the mid. I would have liked Sitaux to join him too, instead of just wasting time. Even with the 3 mangonels and a few monks, he's
Yeah, I
only
think he
now
will.
going.
I think he will. Like, he's building the castles. He's
Yeah.
getting
Oh.
to latest.
Here comes
He definitely wants to go
a
for the
surround
middle.
on the
Oh,
hoof.
but
Nice.
look at Barles in the middle. He's walling
Oh,
behind
Bohemian's out.
Anatov base, and he's trying to wall off that passage
Oh,
so
so
that
that
you cannot get in there.
Ah, big brain play here by Barles, Captain Barles.
Like, if they can isolate C2 completely here, so he cannot support him, they can actually defend this maybe. Yeah, but the question is, can they stop the Halb and couple of hand cannons in the middle? Yeah, I don't think Munoz can fight this army alone. He doesn't have
Yeah.
enough paladins.
He doesn't have enough paladin, and those Bohemian halbs with a monk in the back too.
They probably need Andre to join them. Yeah, maybe with Actually, like, I would not mind Arbalest from Andre. Like,
There's a trade card here. Also wanted to join the fight. Not sure where that came from, but there's a Bohemian trade card right in the middle of the fight. Let's go. So Turks, oh, out of position for the Halbs, and the Hoof Knights are getting sniped completely by Menunez. That was really bad misplay by Anatov, not controlling the army. He still saved one,
I think
though.
He was watching at home because there is a Janny raid on his fish.
Yeah, there's a Janny raid here. But
like the Barles play in the middle is huge.
Yeah,
like if
he stopped Sitaux out completely. They are trying to
actually
P-tard through.
send like a couple ladies with that army,
Yeah,
I
would have
think they
been
would
massive.
win the game still.
Yeah.
But now it's kind of stabilizing, and they are -1 player. Yeah, like Xiam is not gonna join ever, and like he's one raid away from being defeated.
Pretty much. So they're gonna now change. They're gonna change course here, Sitaux, and Sitaux will fight with Motastic to try and recover the middle, while Anatov is left to fight for his own devices here. Versus essentially 3 armies, like the Jannies.
Yeah, they will definitely clear him, and Barles is so good at recovering the map. Like the middle passage is already walled now.
That's fully walled, yeah.
Like this is like a big place from Barles. Like he's behind, like he's still Castle Age booming, and he's contributing huge, like with the walls here.
Yep. He's going up to him now, though, and so here with the Laitis and the Cav Archer, I think they should be able to push this back and hopefully clean this middle.
Clear the Anatov push, and you can see the score switched again, like in favor of Team Barles now.
Yeah, feels like Team Sitaux is just not coordinated. If Sitaux just abandoned that Mangonel play and gone for the full loom, I think you're right. He would have done so much damage with the Laitis here. Just imagine a big ball of like 30 Laitis, right? Along with the Anatov push. They would have ended the game, as you pointed out earlier.
Yeah, so basically what Team Barles now needs to do in order to stabilize, they need to heavily sling Lucky Rocks back into the game.
Yeah.
Because he was the whole time on 1 TC eco with just the fish. He needs his big hand cannon BBC army to fight Bohemians.
Alright. Laitis now going and trying to join up with Anatov again. And will they be able to do so? That is the question. Anatov with a bunch of villagers on the forward. I think he wants to go in a big way to the forward. And Barles buying his team time. It was actually huge.
Like they will, like there's fortified walls are so hard to kill with a conventional army. Like,
and Barles has walled that off completely as well. And even if these guys get in now, they're gonna have a hard time going through these walls unless Sitau's taking Onager.
Now the latest will not be that good. Like you will face elite Kamayuks.
Yeah.
So like I think it's like kind of like an even trade. So if you have a Kamayuk and hand cannon, bombard cannon from Turks facing this Bohemians Lithuanians army, they are completely fine.
Yep.
And if Team Barles just erases Xiam, they will like turn this 4v3 into victory pretty much. Also, like Mo is on CA, and he's gonna face Stratons from Vietnamese, so that's also not great looking into the future. Yeah. Looking pretty rough for Team Sitaux here. And actually, Xiam managed to escape with one villager. He's rebuilding at the bottom.
TC in the back. Yeah, he won't get fully defeated, but he's gonna be out of the game for a while now. And he is going up to Imp. Like, that's his MTC, by the way. Or no, MTC is in the back. Never mind. Yeah, he should be. He'll get Imp.
So I don't know what he should even do. Like he probably needs to get slunk a lot if there is someone on floating resources on Team C2. Not actually the case. So yeah, it's gonna be a long time.
I think Hoof Knights should be able to be clear this Kamayuks here, just with some good attack rounds.
Well, yes, but if Lucky Rocks gets some bomber cannons himself, they can hold the middle for Team Barles quite easily.
They're massing up
they
now.
Have more
they see
range.
It. Yeah.
Hoof needs to know.
Massing up some Paladin Kamayuk in the middle to defend this push here. And Mo slowly starting to push out. Ooh, these Laitis are going to get shredded now. Going back, where is Mo's Cav Archer army? They're not fighting together. I don't understand why. Oh, Sitau's taking a big fight against the Kameyuk and actually winning big time versus these Kameyuk here. Amazing. He actually took that fight, and Mo just kind of still hanging out. Now he's joining.
A lot of them though. Like,
he did. I don't know why they didn't fight together. Like that was an easy fight they could have done together. Not exactly sure why. All right, so here comes the big push, Bohemians and the Lithuanian push down the middle. And that castle is not going to go up by Manunas at all.
We need a lot of Kameyuks from Andre in the middle.
Manuna's going to lose all of these Paladin to the Laitis and
It's actually
Halbs.
quite bad fight here in the middle. Why is Manunas taking
Manuna's taking this really bad fight. Bohemian Halbs and Laitis.
Everything, like,
Bohemian Halbs and Laitis, and that was a bad decision by Manunas. Kameyuk are a little bit too slow to join the fight, and Mo is now alone versus the...
If he just waited like
waited a few minutes,
a minute, he would be able to take the fight with like 20 Kameyuks. With him, that would be like a completely different fight. Now he lost all his army. Quite hard to replenish it at this point. Like the trade is still not
kicking in
like
fully.
kicked in. Yeah.
We have about 38 trade cards only, and about 30 Paladin. Most of which are still on the front here, I think. Yeah. They're versus Motastic's Cav Archer.
And Barles actually like losing the fight versus the CA for now. He's lacking the last archer armor, but when he gets it, the CA will only deal 1 damage, I think, to the...
Sitaux managing a massive Laitis ball here, and he's got the numbers on both the Kameyuks and the Paladins. With the help of the Bohemian Halbs, they're going to be able to clean all of this army up very easily.
Andre needs to delete a couple of villagers. He needs more army in the middle. Like, he has 60 Kameyuks somewhere.
60 Kameyuks
are in the middle.
They're all, it looks like...
They're all over the map. Some of them like are hitting Monastery in Ziam's base. Some of them are returning to the middle. So they need to identify that this is like a weak spot for them where they can lose the game. There is trade going through here.
Yep.
So they really need to push this back. And the latest are quite scary. 16 plus 4. They are... very decent.
Welcome, Hermetica Clan. Welcome.
And look at the walls from Barles, like being super annoying there. Like the army from Sitaux, like he still needs to kill those with Laitis, and like, they should probably use the Hoofnitsa to kill the
they are.
walls before they can.
Oh well, they're trying to get some attack grounds here. On the UCAMs here, and one more attack round, and I think the Laitis mass is enough. Bad fight here by Andre. Yep, there goes all of the UCAMs, and we are now down to 45, which are still in the middle. So they're gonna play full defense here down the middle, as Mo is still defending versus 2 on his flank.
Mo will eventually lose here versus
Huns are Huns, right? You can't keep defending forever versus a big massive Paladin and Rattan Archer.
Yeah.
And they've lost Jamjak's base too, so Jamjak's slowly branching out.
Cut from Sitaux, like they want to use maybe some mobility here with the latest.
Yeah, they really want to. Oh, this is good. Oh, right into the UCAMs. He's gonna go away. No. Yeah, he's just gonna run away, so...
Yeah, but not great. Like, he lost quite a lot of them on the way here.
No, I think he's fine. He's gonna be able to raid everything now. And then Bohemians is behind, bear in mind, with some Henken and Halbs of their own, so...
Yeah, but remember, there is no trade for Team Sitaux.
Why is Bohemians fighting with Hoofnice under the castle, losing them for free? There, okay, he's got those down. Turks adding some Cav Archer too to the mix.
Actually, like a massive raid on Mununas. Mununas is down to 50 villagers.
Oof. Yeah, Mununas losing all of his army at home, all of his eco at home. Let's check his res.
So he's actually like 60 vills with all the fish he has. It's not enough. But if he gets, like, on the other hand, if the team has a lot of resources, he can get like a lot of army on the field, and they can probably push Mo then. And if Andre can defend from the latest with the Kameyuks, think they're
Sitaux
still
doing
in
a very good job
spot.
with his army control, I have to say. He's going everywhere, going exactly where he's needed. He's on the other side with Mo helping out as well here. He's doing a good job. Barles transitioning to Vietnamese Cav Archer now because he's lost his forward castle. And they don't hold the candle to Hun
Barles
Cav Archer.
actually only has one castle.
Yeah, Barles is just going to Cav Archer, and I think they're going to clean up this army with the Lati. So Sitaux doing a great job being everywhere as and when he needs to be. But
Yeah,
the middle push is now fully...
Mununas is kind of trolling, like he's 30 villagers.
Yeah, he's adding vills though, slowly, but he's still got the lightest in his base to clean up. And Turks now getting to their ideal army composition of heavy Cav Archer, Bombard Cannon, Bombard Tower. So they've defended this middle push really well.
Lucky Rocks is actually like a very solid pop now.
Yeah.
So he will be able to hold the Bohemians now on his own. So they just need to sling Munnes back into the game, like...
And looks like the Dravidian player is finally coming back into the game. He's pushing out. He's actually managed 112 economy here somehow. When the back boom in the back here, behind Anatov's base, and
he is alone though yet. Like he's probably not gonna have like a good trade.
Yeah.
And the trade line for Team Sitaux is
really crap.
Quite small.
Yeah.
Like they don't. How much they're getting? Only 68 per trip.
Yeah.
Compared to
these guys are getting 101.
101.
Yeah, 101 trade here for Team Barles. So they definitely need to win this base back so they can get end-to-end trade from Anatov to the back base of Jamjak there.
Yeah, dude, that would be like a sick trade line.
Yeah.
But they are like there is a big base from Barles here, so.
Yeah, they're slowly recovering it though. And Bohemians is now having to play defense as he's playing all alone in the middle. Few Hoofknife shots should be able to take care of all of this without a problem.
Sitaux is trying to get in on the left side using the mobility.
Yep.
But I think Andre sees it. He's building a lot of barracks here. And just halbs is fine. Like if you have a lot of production, halbs are always good versus Cav, no matter if it's like a good unit like Latis.
Yeah.
And he still have those Kamayuks available.
The UCAMs.
It's 4 castles. Yeah.
So trade for Team Barles is huge. They have the bigger numbers and the bigger value trade, so they will be continuously making gold units. Versus
They need to sling Mununas back into the game.
Okay, so they decided finally to focus on the lone base here of Jamjak, so that he's not a pest from the back. Motastic now taking on a fight on the front side here. Trying to recover. And where is Sitau's Latis? So Sitaux 65 Latis.
Yeah, they're all on the left side.
Yeah.
He's gonna get in through the fortified wall. But they have a big army here.
Yeah.
Halbs, Kamayuks, and heavy Cav Archers. And Latis only have 1 base pierce armor, so they're much worse
versus
against
Archer's
unit.
unit. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna lose a bunch of these guys here. Ah, Sitaux!
He's gonna need to go back. Like this is not the right,
not a right
angle
fight.
to push.
Yep.
And he's alone. He's
I wish he
armies.
came here with Mo instead to clean out the space so they can recover the map a little bit better. And where is Bohemians fighting now? Bohemians is gonna fight with Sitaux. Okay.
Yes.
They're gonna ban in the middle.
To the left because they want to avoid the bomber towers in the middle. But I mean, like Lucky Rocks can just build new ones here. And they have still quite a decent amount of stone on their team, and they can keep buying, right? Like the price is still very
Price
very
is still
low.
pretty good, yeah. Price is, but they don't need to buy yet when there's stone already in the
Oh,
ooh, big cut on the left.
side.
Yeah, big cut on the left with
in the
Menunez
trade.
and Lucky Robs with Cav Archers in the trade. They're gonna have to get that back.
That could be quite huge, like yeah, like having the worst trade line and actually
with
losing
no
the
trade anymore is gonna be huge. Sitaux just going like a headless chicken from here to there to there. He's now with Mo as well to fight this back, but not looking promising so far. They're just like trying to fight one fire to another fire, right? Like Team Sitaux, they haven't been in the offense anytime. They're playing defense all the time. Every time they try to play offense, that only time that they did in the offense is in the middle. But then Mo, you know, he wasn't able to wall, and that was just disaster to have
Yeah, precisely.
all of Anatov's eco there. So that was our only shot, I think. If the late were there, I think that would have been 1-1. But it's now starting to look like 2-0 for Team Barles as they push on every single front. They've
I don't
cleaned out.
think there is like a victory condition here for Team C2. Like there's still like the one player is alone, like in the corner, like basically non-factor. Yeah, and they are just defending everywhere.
They're not going to win this back. This was crucial for them to win back this whole base here. But instead, Sitaux going for the offense on the other side rather than recovering the map.
Barles going for some skirmishers with the paladins. Actually quite decent against what Mo has. He has halves and heavy cavalchers, so they will push him quite
Remember,
easily.
they get Imperial Skirms. So Imperial Skirms with that extra extra attack and what is it? Extra range to know.
It's extra attack and
Extra
I think
attack.
HP. No,
And
Pierce,
it's
Pierce armor, I think.
8 pierce armor. Yeah, sorry, 9 pierce armor.
And it's probably some HP because they have 42 compared to 35, so I guess they get like 5 HP on top of that.
Exactly.
Who knows?
All right, so they've opened up all the walls now. Inca's adding a few monks to the mix to convert the Hoof Nice, and Hoof Nice losing ground here.
And Team Barles starting to sit on some quite nice resources, like
Yeah.
Incas can go to a huge army numbers, and if they sling Mununes as well, he can get to like, I don't know, even like 80 paladins, and that's gonna be very hard to.
Well, Mununes is fully back now. He's got 72 trade cards, you know, 50 Vil, 63 Paladin. He's everywhere. So that
now he has like the perfect eco, and
he's got
he
the perfect
should just
eco.
ask for food from time to time when he runs out.
Yeah.
Like for example, like Lucky can basically sling him. He has 31 fishing ships, so he should be sending all the food to Mununes. And
so Lucky
should
Rock,
get
seeing that the middle has now been cleared, is going to do a reverse push back and maybe do a cut into their trade with the Turks. Although he is
he's gonna
focused here on the mid,
reclaim
on the
reclaim
north.
the stone,
Yep.
probably wall. And that was like the only spot where it was possible to push them.
Yep.
And now they reclaimed it, so looking even worse for Team C2.
Sitaux breaking out now and trying to recover this base from Jumjack again. But I don't know. They do have the better army numbers here and some siege, so they can potentially win this base back, but they are going to lose positional advantage on this side, which is more important for their trade anyway. Bunch of ladies just kind of camping here on the back. I'm not sure why we aren't fighting with those ladies there. Sitaux, 47 ladies, 48. They're just all kind of chilling in the back.
Dropping a lot of pop actually.
Yeah.
Like he's 150, he only has 70 villagers. And not enough trade for them to just like trade. Like basically any equal trade Team Barles takes, they are getting more and more ahead because of their superior ecos.
Yep. It's superior gold. Look at everyone on their team.
Yeah,
Floating.
sitting on a lot of resources. Like
Yep.
Andre is sitting on 7k wood, like
Yeah.
over 1k gold, like a big queue of army.
This army hasn't fought in a while. I'm not sure. I don't think he realizes he's got a bunch of idle ladies there. Could be very useful in this fight. 37 idle ladies. Or no, here we have 25 idle ladies.
Maybe he's a little bit overwhelmed. Now
Yeah,
he
with a lot.
notices
Oh,
them.
there they go. So now he notices them. When he's like super getting pushed back, here comes the Hoof Nice. And looking a little bit grim here for Team Sitaux in game number 2 of this
I mean,
set.
once he loses this army, like 40 ladies,
Yeah,
and if
how does he
goes forward,
replenish?
He will lose them. Like his pop will drop drastically.
Yeah. I like the walls here by Lucky Rocks, the gates to
Yes,
Protect that
perfect.
siege. Very, very nice. And these latest now are not doing anything, and they will die. Mo and Luck and Jumpjack have managed to recover this base back, but it might be a little bit too late. And instead to help them trade better here now. Trade is not looking good on this side, and it's just, I think, a slow cascade into GG. Army counts and eco counts, both teams with a reasonably same population, but
Like
the push on the left looking way more
yeah,
difficult.
somehow pushing Barles.
Yeah, they're pushing with trash, which is the right thing. Like the Pavilions with the wood steel halberdiers, right? They're very strong halbs. And
But
Mo
it's
with the
actually
cav
looking
archer.
like it's gonna be C2 who's gonna
Yes,
fall.
exactly. Sitau's side is looking bad, and that's the market, so they might have to reroute their trade earlier and go
and
to
he's gonna
Bohemian's
lose
trade.
his monastery for the latest, so
Ooh,
that's like
that's true. That's actually huge. I wish they'd delete these and go to and trade into Bohemian's base instead.
No, but that would be like super short. Like they need
No,
to.
they get, so if they win this base back, and they can get
Yes.
the long trade from Anatov to Jumpjack.
Yeah.
Way in the
That
back.
would be possible, but
That's possible, but then they're just gonna keep retreating and retreating and retreating, and no offense. And Turks has made some Bombard Tower push down the middle as well, and gaining some map control here. Sitau's pop is down now. 37 Latis versus all this army comp is gonna be tough. 10 Hoof Nice. Can we get some nice attack rounds and big shots? I think it's the only way that they can push this back.
Andre pushing like a beast with Lucky Rocks here. I don't think they can hold it.
Yeah.
But let's see. Like they are warriors. Cores are actually still relatively close.
Scores are still close because, again, look at the army numbers from both teams. They're about the same. It's a 50 army deficit now for Team Sitaux, mostly because Sitau's base is dying. Manunas is also here, and that's allowing Mo and Jumpjack to push all of this back and get maybe a better trade line.
One thing that makes difference, like if Munas is able to raid Sitau's eco a little bit more.
Yeah.
And he's 61 villagers. Like if he drops to what like Mununas dropped when he got raided, it's gonna be much harder for them to replace it.
Everyone's at the limit, right? They can't sling Sitaux back into the game too easily, and they're gonna lose all their trade here without having a secure trade line on the other side just yet.
I wonder if Dravidians have the unique tech because
For the
those halves
skirmishers?
seem to be doing no wood steels. Yeah, he has it.
He has it.
Those halves are just insane. Like
Yeah.
Mununas buttons are melting on this side. I think what they should do, like Barles should probably hold on his own here.
Yeah, and send
And
all
they
paladin
should
full
send
here.
all the paladins to Sitaux, and yeah, Sitaux is approaching close to the like 100
Yep.
pop mark. I think they might be able to break him. Like they're pushing more and more in, and it's and even like Team Barles can afford to lose the Barles base because they
have trade
like
there too.
yeah. The trade is to Lucky
They
Rock's
really need
base,
to reroute their trade here now on this market, or else and they delete the Sitaux markets. It's gonna be really hard
actually,
to push
Team
this back.
Sitaux calling it. Yeah.
GG, yeah.
Yeah, Sitaux
Brutal
is like it was actually quite close
Quite
game. Like I was
close.
expecting them to lose a lot on the right side, but Mo managed to hold for quite some time, and
Mo
them
held,
got
but
to the
without a
game
wall.
eventually.
And if Sitaux had been able to join, I know, as you pointed out, that would have been a really, really good game in the early Imperial Age, because Turks was on 1 TC and Cumans was low eco, 2 docks, maybe 70, 80 vills at that time, right?
But quite underwhelming boom from Nunes has to be said.
Yeah.
Like
Especially
that
because he was
early
not under
wall-
any pressure besides just making a wall. So it wasn't really any sort of pressure at all. But in the end, they were able to scrape out the win. But this game was a lot more hard fought than game number 1, where they weren't, they were in a commanding lead from that Aztec monk rush in the start. So 2-0 now, and with your Team Sitaux, hello Odette, welcome back to the stream. Let's go back to the Civ drafts here and take a look at what is left now for Team Sitaux. We are down Lith, down Bohemians. Top 3 Civs are gone in the draft. So can we pull out another reverse sweep for Team Sitaux? It's going to be very difficult now with the remaining Civs that they have, but they have done it in the past, bear in mind.
They probably need to switch it up a little bit. Like they had C2 versus Andre, which is I think what they want. And but he needs to be able to play like more Labia style-ish. Like there was 2 passages, and Andre actually managed to get the forwards on both of them in the end. Like there was such a big misplay from C2 when he had like one forward wall where he could do the push he was planning to do at the start, but he lost it in like late Dark Age because it just wasn't walled.
Yep. That was a crucial. And what was the other Civ on Team Barles? We had Incas, right? Yeah.
Incas, Vietnamese
So
command,
Barles
and
scraping a
Turks.
win here with 3 of his bottom Civs. And Civ draft looking pretty good on Barles' side still for the remaining games. So do you go for the kill with Spanish, or do you wait Spanish for the last sets?
Oh, if you're Team Balls, you just chill now. Like
Are
you
you
pick
chilling? Yeah.
you pick like a solid lineup that has a bit of everything, but just get Halbus, so get Paladin and 2 decent flanks. Like might be even time to use the May and Burmese now.
Yeah.
Like just the weaker ones, and maybe like for C2's. Like C2 has to use the best lineup he has now, right? Like he has to take that one win at least.
Yep. It's
Like
win or
it's
go
not.
home time, boys.
Yeah, like if they want to win the tournament, you can maybe like think, okay, like we don't have to use the best lineup now, but they will probably use it. Like there are not many teams that will say, okay, let's just use like a normal lineup, let's win it, and then have the better ones. Like I think you just are forced to use the best one, and Barles should just exploit it and use like a weaker one himself.
Yeah, so squatting Slav, Team Barles has not lost a single game yet. It is 2-0 now, and it could potentially be 3-0 to make a perfect record so far in Rage Forest. I believe one other team has done this, though, where they were pretty much all the way perfect until the semifinals. Forget which team that was in the last tournament. But dominant performance here in game 2. There was definitely some moments of weakness there for Team Barles down the middle, in the middle Imperial Age, in the early Imperial Age, I mean. But they managed to hold and recover the map pretty well by doing a counter Paladin raid.
Maybe Team Sitaux has to switch it up a little bit. Like, could they potentially switch Xiam and Mo and put Mo on flank? Like, Xiam had 2 weaker games. Like, he's very good player, but he lacks a little bit of experience. And Mo is like a veteran on Black Forest, so
Yeah.
he could do what Xiam does and like play it just like a little bit safer with experience. Like Team Sitaux has to risk it now. They have to change something because what they have tried to do didn't work for them yet.
Yeah. Makes sense. Let us look into the game now. Have they started the next one yet, or are they lobby? Yeah, I think they have started the next one yet. So we are going to jump in for game number 3, win or go home time for Team Sitaux in set 2, quarterfinal 2 of the Rage Force 4 playoffs. Welcome to everybody from around the world on the chat. Joining me, as you know, is Somero. All right. Game 3, boys. We are going live in a couple minutes here. And vamos, amigos. So it looks like they're playing King Boo and Mo. So they've downed Jum Jack. So they've changed up the lineup a little bit. So Anatov, Mo, King Boo, and Sitaux here. And Sitaux's going for Malay flank. And they are playing Ethiopian's Pocket and Tatar's Pocket. Interesting.
So actually, like Team Sitaux themselves, like they're not using like the strongest maybe lineup. Like it's
Yeah.
just a regular one. So like they don't have a powerhouse like the Mongols. Let's say they already use them. So maybe they was okay. Like maybe the second best left. Maybe not even the strongest one. But
So
Malay,
now we
they
got
get a
Barles and
lake
Sitaux. Yeah.
are quite dangerous. So what Sitaux just wall here,
Yep.
fast
Fast
feudal,
feudal and
fish boom,
yep.
and then you can get quite ahead.
Of poles.
Especially like poles here with a lake. That's not great. Like those are one of the civs that don't actually want to use the lake.
Mm-hmm. So
So
we
if you
have a
just ask for like a workshop from Mo to defend you, it's very hard to stop that like Malay fast imp from the fast feudal.
yep. And I think
And
that's
they could
exactly what Sito
definitely
is
try
thinking here.
to
He's
do
going for the
here.
early walls. He doesn't want to get into a protracted will fight versus the
Yeah.
poles. And poles is going to wall here too. No big engagements. But on the left side, we are seeing an engagement with King Boo on the flank with Andre 94.
Yeah, definitely should be advantage for mains here. They have that eagle and
Mm-hmm.
they start with one extra villager, so they are able to gather more food compared to the other civs. And King Boo on the defense here, and he might even lose the villager. Remember, we're on the new patch, and it's much easier
Yes.
to block the villagers now.
Yes, with the
Like
pathing
on
has
the old
improved.
patch,
Yeah.
the will fights were so different because it was just like going back and forward because it was not really possible to kill the villagers. If you had Loom and you just pulled the villager back, he walked through everything. Now
And
he's actually
King
getting.
Boo is
Yeah,
getting
King Boo is in a
brutalized.
coma. -3 wills. Am I?
100%.
Am I? Am I? Yeah,
Minus
he's
3 wills, and he just got the
completely
one kill.
dead. That's so bad for
And he's
the
sending
last
more.
game.
He's gonna idle his TC so much now with
Oh,
just one
it's.
villager under the
Oh,
TC
this
collecting
is.
sheep. This is
This is
insane.
over because Andre is getting the wall.
Yep. For his
He's.
Mayans,
Oh
yeah, and
no,
for his
King
pocket.
Boo.
Yeah, yeah.
He's 6 villagers and nothing on food.
Nothing on
Like
food, yeah. Oh, yeah,
he's gonna be like,
yeah.
okay,
Super idle now.
let's bet. How many vills will he be behind Andre?
I think he'll be
6.
like 6 or 7, yeah, because he's gonna add up. He's gonna stack up the idle TC time. He's
Yeah.
already stacking it up. He's up to a minute now.
And he's sending 2 more forward to get some unimportant wall
Yeah,
in. That's
that's not his wall though. He's just going forward to try and recover the more of the map. And Andre will send only the one villager on the left side though. So, ay ay ay. All right,
already looking
Dozerto,
kind of
fun
over, to be
games.
fair.
Enjoying this from the west coast of Norway. Hello, hello, welcome from Norway. Oh my God, White Court, welcome to the chat. Boo back to the bench. Yeah, I don't know if there's gonna be a bench after this game though.
Like this kind of reminds me of the set Daud versus Keller
Yeah.
in that one game where Uzi and Peter like had that insane will fight, and I also screamed like it's over when Uzi sent like 5 wills forward when he had 1 on foot, but actually Peter did the same and they were fighting, so they killed each other. But now Andre will just pull much ahead from King Boo.
Yep.
He's already 4 wills behind now. Like
He's 4 wills
might
behind
be
and a
even.
minute and 45 seconds idle TC time. So that's what, like another 4 wills?
Yeah. Well, like no, it's
3?
just those 4 or 5 wills. Like you don't count the idle time. Like it's or it will not be more now. It's just gonna stay like it is. So it's gonna be probably 5 or 4 wills. I was saying 6. It's slightly less than I anticipated, but
Yeah.
still a huge difference. And like being 5 wills behind, that can mean you are like super slow to castle
Yeah.
age,
This
and
is
in the boom
insane.
it can turn into like, I don't know, like 20, 30 villagers ahead for Andre if he decides to.
1 whole minute behind here, King Boo. So he is down an extra 2 too, just from the delta of their idle TCs. But crazy, crazy. And so looks like Sitaux is going for a Dark Age dock, but he is 17 pop
It's
now.
gonna be his up building.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be his upbuilding too. Barles
So,
walling the whole map. This is kind of a Swiss cheese map to wall though.
and remember, those are the new poles, so no regeneration on the wells in Dark Age. So
Yeah.
It's much less carry now, like probably somewhere in the middle.
Slav is right. There is a little bit of a gap here because no, I think he walled behind that. Never mind. There is a gap. There was a gap at least when Gray had that one palisade on the top, but I think Boo saw that and walled back too. So full walls now, and look how far Anatov is from King Boo on his pocket. That is like, wow. That's probably the furthest I've ever seen a pocket from his flank. Like, look at this map gen. It's insane compared to like how close Menunez is to his flank Mayans.
You know, this could actually help Team C2. Like, just let King Boo die.
Yeah,
You need to go Anatov, C2, and Mutastic together
together in
with
the
the
middle.
fast game from
Yeah.
C2. And King Boo would probably just boom with Malians, like, and wall the whole map, fortified the wall.
Yeah.
Hopefully, don't die before that. Like, Andre has a forward wall home. Like, if I was Andre, I would probably just castle romp him and open the map.
Open the map, yeah. Remember, Malians with the fast university, so you can get a university up with fast stone walls. But I think now King Boo's only goal is to get to Castle Age
super
and
fast.
wall. Super fast castle. From whatever he can salvage from here. Andre's already up. I think Andre's going to keep the... Or he's not up. Sorry, never mind. He's still in the dark. Look at his penis-shaped berries. Professional.
Yeah, actually 6 vills difference now as I see it.
Yeah, 6 vills
22
difference
versus
and
17.
much further away from the feudal age. I think Andre will beat him for sure to the feudal. He's going to have to play defense here a lot. I don't know if he's going to keep these walls. Don't think so. Meanwhile, Magyar Pocket taking full use of the lake, and Poles so far not making use of the lake. I think Barles wants to push, so that's why he has these 4 villagers in the forward. He's going to push with the tower.
Andre is up. Maybe he's gonna be mem rushing. Like, is he building a barrack somewhere?
Yeah, he's building a barrack. He needs to because he's not even clicked up yet, and he's so far behind. He wants to push the advantage that he's built. Look how far the walls are here for Andre. So if he gets in with a tower and men-at-arms, King Boo might be dead, basically. And look on this side, we have a tower push as well. Sitaux has gotten up to the feudal age, but will defend with walls. Can he get the walls up in time, though? That is the question. I don't know if he can. He's sending the house.
Well, if he sends all the villagers, he should get the wall somehow.
Yeah. He's sending,
And
like,
even
bills.
if he doesn't get this forward one,
Yeah,
he's
a
just
back
fine
one.
getting like another one.
Yeah.
And he needs to request
A
like
workshop from Celts. Because...
Motastic.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he needs to request a workshop from Motastic because his gold is in the front here. So it's not the most
And
ideal.
they just need to buy time for C2 to safely do the 2
Lake
or 3
boom.
TC fish boom.
Yeah.
And then he can convert the advantage against Barles. Because Barles is not gonna be so much ahead of C2 even with this damage on C2.
Yeah.
And like,
Sitaux needs a
C2
counter
didn't
tower
lose
for
a
sure.
single will.
He didn't lose a single will, but he needs a counter tower.
Oh, no, I don't think he needs. I would probably just do
Just
like
do-
another layer, maybe with 1 will. And now you
Oh.
just get those dogs rolling.
This Somero
And-
mill here. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, he's getting
Oh,
the
weird
dogs
one.
fully rolling now. You like this mill, Somero?
Like 3 out of 10 probably.
3 out of 10. All right. Okay, so as we predicted here, men-at-arms and tower into the dark age of King Boo, who is struggling a lot.
He's dead.
He's so dead. I like the pressure here by Andre.
Well, it would be dangerous if he wasn't that far ahead.
Yeah.
So that King Boo would actually just stone roll himself, and it would kind of be like what C2 did to Andre, like killed himself a little bit there.
Yeah.
But King Boo is so behind that Andre with this tower, he will get in and completely brutalize King Boo. Like, and there is no like if those Minotaurs get in, it's over.
It's over, yeah.
Like, King Boo cannot afford anything. Like, he can't just hope to wall and hold it somehow.
No, he's abandoning the tower. He's gonna be behind the mills now.
Yeah, we need to stone wall behind,
Stone wall
on
behind
the
it.
right side,
Yeah.
and then connect the wall to his TC so that the Minotaurs can go. Yeah, he's in. Andre should just walk around with those Minotaurs.
Oh, he's going back. That's, I think, a
Giving up?
mistake.
Interesting. Yeah.
No, he's going back again. Going to the right side, I think.
Quite undecisive. Like, You could have just walked in with those.
Could have walked in, yeah, and go straight to the lumber camp. I don't know why he went back. Why did he pull back, I wonder?
It's a tournament game.
Oh, wait a
like,
minute.
you're always
Scouts from
playing.
Sitaux. Sitaux had a sneak in the middle. We just missed that him completely. Oh my
Ooh.
goodness.
Okay,
Sitaux
that
taking some map control back here from Team Barles with the
Actually,
scout.
that explains why he was so late with the wall. Okay, that's good damage here.
Oh no, will he lose the villager though? Oh! Oh, he saved the villager with the scout micro. Amazing job. And he's going to finish this dock here to defend and disrupt
damage here on
Manuna's
this.
legs. Actually, pretty big damage. And I like the stone walls here and counter tower again from King Boo.
Yeah. Andre, just walk in like with those marathons. Just go inside. Like it's not
know.
walled. Go past the TC.
He doesn't know though. He doesn't have vision, so he doesn't know if it's not walled there yet, right?
Oh, he has a tower there. Like just check the vision. Like he
Let's
sees
check his
everything.
vision. Yeah,
But
but he doesn't
that's-
know if it's walled. I guess, yeah, he can see it's not walled. He's going to the left side now. It's all stone walled by King Boo. But those scouts giving a lot of damage, a lot of value. Manuna's down 7 villagers as Magyar. So this should allow Anatov to carry big time. Is
Anatov and Mo should
Yeah.
be in a good spot then.
really good spot here. So as expected, Lucky Rocks is bringing some Celt Mangonels, double Mangonel onto these.
Yeah, and where is
Middle
the
age
damn
walls.
Motastic? Like,
Yeah. Mo dropped 3
your
TCs,
your
he's making a
flank
4th
is
dock.
sneaking and fish booming, and he's gonna be stuck in the feudal.
Yeah.
And you're not even gonna give him a mangonel. That's not great.
That's not great at all. Sitaux is going to idle to go up now, but these Feudal Age walls are going to go down in a matter of seconds here. Playing the
They're
tower
losing
defense.
all the advantage he made. Like, he's gonna be behind Barles now significantly because
Mm-hmm.
of the way he needs to commit now. If there was one mangonel from Mo,
Oh
this
no, we're
would
going for
be
barracks. We're going for knights. I don't like it.
just a mangonel. It's much less
Barles
investment.
adding a stable as well and 3 Spearmen. And it looks like Barles is going to make a castle forward.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna be
like this
brutal,
aggression.
actually. Ooh, yeah.
Really
And
good
look
aggression
at,
here.
Look at Sitaux, he's stuck in feudal. Like,
Yeah. He's going to click up though, but he's going to lose his TC. Maybe he loses his Castle Age TC. Oh my god.
yeah, it could be a big issue for him.
Barles is almost to Castle Age now, and he will drop a full-on castle
Okay,
here.
so 1 minute 30 seconds. Will the TC fall or not?
I don't know. This is crucial repair job. He's gonna need to send the house.
Yeah.
One
I
Mangonel
think the
from Mo would
TC
have made a
might
huge
die.
difference.
Those are Celt mangonels.
Oh
like,
my
they are
goodness, and a
stinking-
castle going up. Oh, fix. He's out of wood. Sitau's out of wood.
This is brutal.
Sitau's out of wood. He doesn't have a market. Oh my
I
god.
don't think he's gonna make it. I don't think he's gonna make it.
Sitau is completely out of wood.
This is over. Oh my god. That
Oh
was
my
such
god.
Oh, yeah.
One Mangonel from Mo would have saved the day here. Ay, ay, ay. He's completely out of wood. He's scrounging for his life. 20 seconds left. Oh, shit.
So close. So close.
So close, boys. 600 HP. 700 HP. Okay,
Okay,
here
he's
comes some
actually gonna
knights.
make it, right?
I think he might make it. 1 second. There they go.
Yeah, but he's dead. Like
Yeah.
that repairing was costly.
That was really costly for his fish boom. One Mangonel would have sufficed here from Mo, honestly. Unbelievable. My god, he has no TC. Meanwhile, King Boo here getting up to castle now, finally, after all this aggression.
Not that far behind Andre in the end,
Yeah,
but Sitaux is dead,
yeah.
and he's gonna lose the fish boom probably.
Yep.
Like if Barles just pushes now with some Obuch mangonels from the
And Spearman.
Celt. Yeah. And suddenly looking super bad for Team Sitaux.
Oh!
Just the
Men-at-Arms have pushed through this wall and on the right side, and they are now going into King Boo's eco, forcing a response from Anatov with the walls here. Anatov going up in a very early imp at 77 pop Ethiopians. I'm not sure
is he
why.
playing Barblast?
Maybe he's playing RBBC. Oh
Okay,
no.
but where are you playing it from? Like, you need to be quite forward.
Mo needs to fight. Oh, he lost all his knights too on the right side.
Like,
Oh no.
Team Sitaux had such a great
Such a great
initiative
position
from
here.
Sitaux, and
Yeah.
they just needed to defend his base.
Ay,
And it
ay,
like
ay.
was quite obvious that if he's gonna stay long in the feudal, he will need a support from his pocket.
Absolutely. Pocket instead adding a dock and 4th TC was probably a mistake here. Oh, actually, the 3rd. Actually, oh, it was the 4th TC.
And now the
third
problem is that Mo is actually not fully boomed because he had to respond as well.
Yeah,
and
with
in
knights.
the end, it didn't even save him.
Dock. Yeah.
So they are now just heavily behind with
Yep.
initiative. Like Mununes will eventually get back to the game as well. So
Yep.
it's like Lucky Rocks versus Anatov. And Anatov is like the only free boomer, but he's on
RBBC.
low eco and pushing from super far away. Like
Yeah.
he will take forever to get into Andre's base or into Mununes' base. And Sitaux is completely dead.
Sentu is
Like,
out of the game. Yeah, that's crazy. Here's how much difference one Mangonel can make.
yeah, that is so unfortunate. Like they were in a great position. Like he made a great play by the scout, like hitting Nunes, but then just probably bad team communication. Like maybe he thought he will be fine, but those are Celt Mangonels. They get quite easily through the walls.
Mm-hmm. Siege Workshop from Mayans in the middle though. Randomly. And Andre having to wall back now from his small rush here. And looks like it will be an RBBC play with a few pikemen sprinkled in to protect from Magyars. And the question is, does Mo put up a castle here and just go fully with Ethiopians? I think that should be what he needs to do. Just fast Cavalier to try and get back some map control here. But I don't know if he's going to do that though. What is he playing? He is playing Husbandry, so it looks like he's playing Step Lancers.
Step Lancer is interesting.
If he goes together with Anatov and cleans out Manunes early, that might be another advantage. I think that might be a win condition here. But let's see. Alright, so Mo with the castle here
Yeah,
defending
but I
his...
think like even if Mununes got hit, like you can just mass couple Cavaliers and you're able to push the Arbalesters
Yeah,
from
and
Anatov.
remember, Celts is now fully boomed. So, you know, he only made like 4 Mangonels. We're going to be fine. He's upping to Imp already. It's going to be very hard to push Celts with RBBC only. Good walls from Andre.
To help. And Andre just should get fortified.
Yep. And defend this with his life. King Boo, meanwhile, needs to come. King Boo's imping too. Why? 41 Vils imp?
He's gonna make some monks to support the push, but they will not be fast enough, probably.
Yeah, looks like
And
Mo
that
is
means he
also
will
going
fall
there with the
behind,
middle. That is, I think, their only bet now. If they lose this push, it might be GG for Team Sitaux.
Yeah, there is the one chance they have. They have to kill Andre and Mununes, and if they don't, it's over.
Yep.
Because look at Barles. Like Barles eco is pulse. He's gonna be soon in the game as well.
Yep.
And that cannot be said about Sitaux. And he has a bad save now. Like he had the Lake Malay are great when you get the early Imp, Arbalest, or if you play Elephants. But late game they are losing their power spikes.
So Barles is saying to wall here. This is good. I like that. Manuna is going instantly to wall, so Andre's base is safe. He doesn't get completely bladed to death. And this castle from Manunas is not going to go up ever. Or it shouldn't, with the BBC coming so slowly behind. I think Arbalest should stop it.
Mununes has like an elephant.
Yeah.
So I think Sitaux actually made an elephant.
Yeah.
From that sneak stable.
Alright, so this is their only chance. If they can get a Blitzkrieg on
Well,
Celts.
Lucky Rock should mass his army in the production
In
buildings.
the production
He
buildings,
should
yeah.
not lose the halbs. He needs to wait for the Onager, take a good shot on the Arbalest. Same for Munez, just garrison everything, mass like 20 Cavaliers and they take one fight.
Alright, so it looks like King Boo is converting the Celt workshops, which is good. There's a Mangonel in here, or an Onager actually. If he gets a shot, if he gets popped out and gets a shot out on the Arbalest, oh, he gets a shot on the BBC instead.
On the BBC, they're much more valuable.
Yeah. Celts repairing this castle forever. Yep. More army needs to be pushing forward. Anatov, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Castle needs to hold for Munez if they want to survive here.
Yep. Let's go. Mo bringing his light cap, his pointy boys all the way from home. Needs some forward buildings now. Yes, Anatov is bringing some villagers and some forward buildings as well. And Paladin conversions by King Boo. Some very good Cavalier conversions here. And looks like this Celt castle might be eventually... And this is a Strongholds castle. I don't know if he did the unique tech or not, but... Oh, here comes another big shot from the Onager, but it is being taken down, and the Celt castle is down as well. This is looking like a dangerous push now for Team Sitaux into both pockets for Team Barles.
Well, they're actually like super ahead in eco, but the initiative is definitely on Team Sitaux side. But they need to kill quickly. Like any moment they waste, they are like getting behind, because Andre will be able to join. He's 3 minutes away from like sending some eagles there to help, and Mayan eagles will be great against this army of stab lancers, monks, and arbalest. So I think that's exactly what Andre will do. And Barles also already aimed like
he's gonna put the pressure on Mo now. Oh, Mo's the cut. There's a cut on the left side, on the right side of the map with the Celts, and Barles going for the Polish Cavalier play here, directly into the boom
side where they fight. So good. Like if he forces Mo to stay here, they will probably be able to defend in the middle push.
Yep, but Mo has big Step Lancer numbers in the middle, 54, and he's already popped 29 more in queue, and looks like he will be forced to stay at home. He is defending with his own Onager and a Tatar Castle here again. Can he push this back? I think.
But I think the key moment will be when Andre joins the fray with the Eagles. Like, because then he would probably be able to defend this alone. Like, Munez is in big issues.
Yep.
But they just need to hold a little bit. Like, Lucky Rocks needs to be patient. Just garrison everything. Like, pull back the army more and more, and just buy more time. The army difference is what is like the biggest issue here for Team Barles.
100 army here by Team Sitaux because they're so far ahead, and Sitaux adding his 4th TC now, just rebooming 5th TC now, just to get back in the game with the Malay. No Lake is fine, but they are going to boom back, and I think now at this point Sitaux can just sling.
He's 60 villages, he's no position to sling.
Malay's best strength is early imp, but he's already lost that, right? He made enough damage for his team. So now
he's 140 vills away from being popped and being able to sling. So, and he's still in the castle age. So and look at the middle, like the Anatov lost that castle. And Lucky Rocks is repairing. They're buying more time. Andre is stacking Eldorado. The last armor. This is gonna get pushed back, I fear, for Team Sitaux, and they might not be able to convert this push into victory.
This is the snowball push. Let's see though. This is looking pretty dangerous though. Manunez is on 103 villagers with only 9 army on the field. And all 9 of those are light cav. And only 2 paladins out here, so...
You should snipe those monks if there are still any left for Big Boo.
Yep, there's a lot of monks like 18 monks here by King Boo.
Yeah, you should just master the stables.
Ooh, here's an Onager shot on the BBC. Nope, got him. And the Celt Castle with Strongholds is down.
Lucky Rock doesn't have SO at this point. Like, With mid 40, like that SO would be what makes the difference, because if you
Yeah.
pop out one SO, you can actually one-shot everything. The Onager doesn't work as well.
Onager doesn't work, and also the fact that they have Redemption Monks, by the way, so...
Has 33, 35 fully upgraded Eagles, and he will be able to clear everything, I think. If he takes a good fight though, like those small fights are not the way to go. He needs to mass big numbers.
Big mass and just do a surround sound
Yes.
here.
One big push, wait for the couple light caps from Nunes and those helps from...
Yeah, Mo is now getting fully
Rocks.
distracted on this side versus Barles.
Lucky Rocks has very low army numbers,
Yep.
so that's surprising because he didn't get raided. He just has a big issue getting like
Production was in the
goal.
front though, so he couldn't mass much at home, right?
Yeah. But look at Andre, 43 fully upgraded Eagles, like that's
But they're going away.
quite-
Where is he going?
It's gonna be quite.
He's fighting here.
Well, he's catching off all the reinforcements for now.
He's
and
catching
I think,
reinforcements, but he's going to King Boo. That's...
And look, is King Boo walled? How's Eagles can completely destroy his,
this castle's not gonna go up by Anatov.
Yeah.
And so he didn't even need to send all the Eagles there. So Eagles have cleaned everything, as you pointed out correctly, and that push has stalled completely down the middle. And he's there, a reverse raid by Andre going into the base of King Boo, who is not walled. Ay, no walls. And the raid going in, and Mo getting overwhelmed here by Barles. Actually, he's trading fine 1-for-1 here, but King Boo is now getting fully raided by Eldorado Eagles at home, and there's nothing they can do to stop and help.
I don't think he didn't notice it. I guess probably...
yeah, I don't think he notices it either.
Yeah,
but what is he noticing? There's only 2 monks.
Well, he's was microing the monks at the front.
Monks are dead. Monks got taken care of by the Eldorado Eagles, and this is... The whole push has been pushed back now. Sitaux is back in the game, though, 114. It's
like,
over again.
Look at the team pops, like Team Barles is more than 100 ahead in
It's 150 pop, actually.
And every player on their team is back into the game.
Yep.
On Team Sitaux, there are 2 dead guys.
Yeah. Ay.
That's quite unfortunate. Like I was hoping for
a 2-1, a little bit protracted here.
Yeah,
Sitaux did everything in his power, honestly, to set his team up for success in this game. Hats off to him for a great gameplay. But Barles' team just too strong, and they seem to work well, much better together, Barles' team. So it looks like the practice has been paying off here with the team chemistry, the decision-making, communication, and those clutch plays from Barles.
Yeah, Team Barles looking strong yet again, like in RF3.
3-0.
Just something about Barles that makes the team much stronger than it looks on the paper.
It inspires confidence from his team.
Precisely.
Sitaux is going to keep fighting on, it seems like. And he is still in the castle age, though. No gold. There's the GG. Wow. Brutal. Brutal domination.
Destruction. Yeah. So they didn't lose a single game yet, right, in the tournament?
Yeah.
Let's see if Team Villasa will be able to take one from them.
We shall see indeed. They are 9-0, Barles' team.
Yeah, brutal.
Brutal domination. All right, let's change back to the Civ draftee.
Hello.
Hello.
Moonstar.
Moonstar. Are you alone here for the interview, or do we have everyone?
No, don't talk to me about the last game right there.
Oh, I was about to start with that. Like, how does it feel to get sneaked on when you're Magyars? Tell me.
Dude, I knew that I said something like I knew it, and it just like fucking hell. I underreacted. It was so lazy by me. Like luckily, the team, the rest of my teammates carried me that game hard.
Yeah, that was actually quite dangerous because I think if C2 got a Mangnal as well, like Barles did, they would be in such a great spot.
Yep.
But the pressure on C2 actually like turned the whole game around, and also like the start from Andre was amazing on his side in Duel War. Completely destroyed King Boo.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was insane. Well done, Andre, on that.
Like,
Dude,
did you already know at the start how far behind he is compared to you?
well, we could tell.
Yeah.
Dude, I looked for that stable everywhere with
Mhm.
my knight. I don't know. And I was patrolling too, so if there was something there, I would hit it.
You were on aggressive stance?
No, I was patrolling.
Oh,
Patrolling
interesting.
on aggressive.
Now,
But
did we
kinda,
ask for the 3 kelp mangonos? Like, was that part of the plan from the start, or
we
did you
kind of just go.
adapted?
Yeah,
Ah,
you
okay.
guys.
All right, all right.
Well, we saw Sitaux sneaking, right? So Malay is so exposed then, and we just went for it.
Very good.
If he
I-
didn't sneak up, we probably wouldn't commit so much, but since he did, then it's just a free kill, I guess.
You almost got his TC. He was down to like 200 HP on that TC, like last 200 HP, and he was out of wood too.
He was
Bro,
So
like
yes.
2 mangonel shots away from not
if
reaching
if
castle.
if he wasn't Malay, he's fucking.
Yeah, he wouldn't make it at all. Like
Yeah.
that would be impossible.
yeah,
Man.
you guys
He
got
was
him.
repairing like with 30 bills, I think.
Yeah, and he was buying like wood always ran
He
out.
didn't. He
bought
didn't. No, he
another
didn't have a
100.
market. He couldn't buy. I don't think he could buy.
Oh, okay, never
He never
mind
had a
then.
market. So,
Oh.
because he went up with a stable, remember?
Yeah.
So
But that doesn't make sense. Like he had to get that wood because he would not be able to rip. I think he had to have a market at some point.
I don't know, maybe, but damn. And then in game 2, you guys they cut big time in the middle with Bohemians. That was looking very scary. Good job by Barles to wall off the light ace from reinforcing that, because if
Thank
that hadn't
God.
happened, thank God. You guys were not equipped. Lucky Rocks was
Yeah.
on 1 TC. Menunez was on like some 2 dock strange human fish boom that didn't have a big boom. I don't know what that boom was, but
Bro, I was in minute 27. Like, and then the army was there. I don't know. I saw the latest and I was like, oh no. That's like
yeah.
my biggest fear. When you go paladin and you see latest, like fuck that.
Great map read, Barles, to be able to wall that.
Some clutch walling,
Clutch
like
walling.
bought so much
How
time.
did you really even get there? I guess you just walked through Mo's base, right?
Well, we were inside. I went from the inside with a few bills.
Yeah.
Dude, I
But it
thought
was all improvised. Like, it was so shaky. I think that was a terrible game from
That
us.
was a
I think.
really bad game.
So how do you feel about the Turk pocket? Like, will you try it again, or does it not,
I mean,
not
on
work?
that
maybe?
map gen, it worked great, right? But we had a different strategy in mind for it, but we just like decided to go more aggressive since it was so open and we just could walk in straight
Yeah,
up.
completely destroyed them here, but it was they actually managed to stabilize the game. At some points it was quite close, and the
yes.
push in the middle was very dangerous.
Very dangerous push in the middle. Yeah.
I was
Like if they actually, I think if they like if more walled and you couldn't rate Anatov at the start of the imp, like that push would be even more scary because he would just be able to focus on it, right?
yeah.
Because if Mo walled, your villagers wouldn't be able to get in, and then your bases would be flooded with lates, right, everywhere. It was tough.
The patch, the units just stopped moving. I don't understand. Like I had Paladin in the first game just running into the forest instead of going
Yeah.
to like
Oh my
where they were
God.
supposed to.
Wow. Brutal performance.
Yeah.
Man, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream.
I was concerned in the first game because like Burgundians have to be fast and like then I don't know how Jam got that villain there.
You guys just missed each other.
Yeah.
I want to ask about game one is like the lake distribution. Why didn't you go for a lake?
I was surprised by that too. Yeah, the Burgundian Lake would have been pretty OP. No,
Yes, I thought about it as well. I don't know. I went to wall and I just let Lucky take it. Yeah, I looked at it, but Lucky played amazing that game, dude.